Siddharth, I was asking you from the financials, what else would be your pick? I mean, all the action has just been there, from a Bandhan up 15% today, IndusInd we've been talking about, even the PSUs, the smaller financial names, it's just literally been a tearaway rally really for them.
Yeah, so if you look at the overall banking space, the sentiments have turned positive, and that is helping a lot of these names which were highly suppressed. The concern was that they will have a much higher NPAs, the asset quality will slip, recovery will take time, and so it was a story of extreme fear. From there, they are recovering, and I'm not sure of the newer environment how much market share these smaller names could garner. But yes, the valuations were suppressed, and to that extent, some kind of recovery is being witnessed across the board. I would believe it is mostly a trading opportunity. People who are looking at long-term investment should not get swayed by some of these weaker balance sheets and stick to the larger names. These are at max some relief rally kind of movement on back of some fund flows that are getting in these names, which are cheaply available because of the fear that had gone into the entire financial basket.
Siddharth, good to have you on the show. We'll let you go on that note. Winding up for this Tuesday's trade, it's a near 2% gain that we're closing the day with. So it's not just 10,300, which was a bit of a slippery wicket yesterday, but we managed to cruise past that. Managed to cruise past 10,400, and now we're inching towards 10,500 as well. 10,478 to be precise, and closing dull. Look at Bajaj Finance. That surged up. It's now above that 3,000 mark yet again. So it's been quite a sizable recovery that the stock has seen in the last 1 month itself. Forget the March lows. 30.41 is where the stock is closing in with. You've got L&T, which is a close second with a near 7% gain. IndusInd Bank has been a mover from the word go, 6.5% higher there. Hindalco, Infratel, Axis Bank, Shree Cement, SBI. These are all big winners in trade today. What's consolidated today? Bharti. So that goes home flat with levels of 579 thereabouts. And Reliance Industries, which has seen a bit of a downtick after that touch and go moment with the 1800 price point yesterday. 1.25% lower for Reliance Industries as we speak. 1727 nonetheless as the headline number. It's been a great day even for the broader markets, not just the benchmark indexes. So strong breath, and names like Bandhan have flown about 15%. Just Dial closes in with an 8.5% gain. You've got a PNB which has held out very well. You've got a SAIL which has looked very good. Adani Enterprises which goes home with a 2.25% gain. And then BOB also, which has managed a good 2.25% up in the green. Good day for Marico as well. Good amount of OI addition. There's been a Bata which goes home a winner. Actually flattish, but good OI build up there. And Colgate as well, which goes home with a 2% gain, 1400 plus levels on Colgate on closing bell. Couple of sulkers there, but you could completely ignore them given the kind of run-up that they've seen in the past. Glenmark, after their 30% move, goes home with a 7% dip. Muthoot, after making that fresh high for itself, closes about 2.5% lower. Manappuram, USL just have been some of the draggers. TCS as well, talk about the mood on IT. TCS started off lower, has managed to cover those losses, and roughly about a 0.5% gain is what it's closing the day with. Avan, what about the newsmakers today?
Well, you did have those IT stocks that have been in focus. Do remember a lot of conjecture, but then finally the US President Donald Trump coming down very hard with respect to the H-1B and L-1 visas. The NASSCOM spokesperson speaking to ET now saying that it's important to look at the fundamental cause behind these visa curbs, and it's going to be very crucial for economic recovery for these the H-1B professionals. Meantime, you had some results today. Page Industries delivered its earnings, a profit at 31 crores versus 75 crore rupees, margins at 10.7% versus 19.7%. So indeed, it has been a bit of a disappointing quarter. DB Corp as well delivered its numbers, and while profits came in at 24 crores versus nearly 55 crores, the revenues too have been a little bit flat. There was a block deal that took place in Siemens as well, with about 47.7% equity trading, and Mahindra CIE too saw a block deal that took place earlier today. You have important numbers as well that the street is eyeing with respect to Asian Paints. There's Berger Paints as well that we're still anticipating. So those continue to remain newsmakers. And pretty much those are the stocks that have been in news in today's trading session. So wrapping up with a healthy gain of 10,483, that's a solid 172 points higher on the index. Let's get in a quick closing comment then from Dr. Narayan. And Dr. Narayan, what do you make of the solid resilience that we're seeing in the markets?
Well, everybody is still continuing to be quite mystified about the extraordinary resilience that the market has shown. We are 3,000 points above, or what, yeah, more than that, I think, almost that from the lows in March. And in March, it looked like, Armageddon was upon us. And today, at 10,500, we are wondering what is making this market go up. Now, that is the beauty of the trend, that is beauty of momentum, and at heart, I think everybody is a momentum player, though they may pay lip service to a lot of other things. But when momentum comes, valuation parameters change in the minds of everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, from the largest player to the smallest one. Because it's very difficult for us to resist momentum, and currently we are all being really being carried by a huge wave of momentum that has been going on for the last couple of weeks. Now, all of us are asking why, but nobody seems to have an answer. But the momentum has been so large and so consistent that we are throwing that question aside and participating in, and then probably in the evening we are asking why. So this is also resulting in most of us booking out profits as and when we see them. As a result of which the market is not getting top heavy, it is not getting position heavy as it keeps going higher. I think that is one of the main reasons why we are continuing higher, because there are no large built up positions. The only sell-offs which are coming are from prior long portfolio holders who are looking at values. Like you saw some big selling coming into let's say Glenmark. Now it did spurt up by a tremendous 40%, but at the higher levels. I think there has been some aggressive unloading, and that continued into today, and the stock gave away quite a bit of a chunk of what it had gained earlier. So wherever valuations are not really an issue, those are still continuing aggressively. Wherever there are fancied stock, for example stuff like Bajaj Finance and all, I think there is a lot of momentum which is carrying those stocks higher. Financial services, everybody is clear that they are a vital sector, but and everybody wants to participate, so that is now leading the whole of the market upward. We just hope that this party continues, but everybody has an eye on the exit door as well.
Thanks so much then, Dr. Narayan, for summing up the technical charts, as well as Siddharth for joining in with your views on the markets. Time for a short break. Stay with us, lots more lined up.